Hi guys, welcome to Closer's Mathematics class. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like and share this video. Alright, today I want to talk about the quadratic equation. I'm talking about the steps involved in getting the derivation of the quadratic formula using the completing the square method. So I'm going to solve this using the completing the square method to get the quadratic formula. Alright. So the first step you do is when you have your quadratic like this, divide through by a. So divide through by a, which is the coefficient of x squared. So divide through by a. So your a will cancel a here. Then you have x squared plus b over a x plus c over a equals to 0 because 0 divided by a will give us what? 0. So after that, the next thing you do is move your coefficient to this side. Move your coefficient to this side. So if you move your coefficient, your constant to this side, you have x squared plus b over a x equals to, if you take this to the other side, it will become what? Minus c over a. Do you get that now? So you are going to have minus c over a. Then the next thing for you to do is add the square of half. The square of half of coefficient of x. What's coefficient of x? B over a. The square of half of b over a will be b over a times 2, times 1 over 2 rather, times 1 over 2. So if you do that, the square b times 1 will give us b, a times 2 will give us a 2a, then square. So now you now add this to both sides. So you add it to this side and you also add it to this side. All right. So that is what we want to do. Are you getting? So here we have x squared plus b over ax plus the coefficient we have here, the value we have here, b over 2a all square. So plus b over 2a all square equals to minus c over a minus c over e plus what you have here again, which is what? B over 2a all square. All right. So now after that, on this part, you do something. You bring your x down and you bring anything you have here, which is what? B over 2a plus. So you put plus here and then square. So you add one square here. So do you get that now? So that is what you are going to do when you get to this side. So just bring it down like this. Anytime you get to a place like this, if it is minus that is here, then this will be minus. But if it is plus, then it will be plus with anything you have here square. All right. Equals to minus c over e. B square will give us b square. 2a square will give us 4a square, because 2 will take its own square and 2 square is what? 4. A square is what? 4a. So we have x plus b over 2a all square equals, what's the LCM of this? 4a square. 4a in 4a square will give me what? 4a, because this is like a in two places. So if I have a to take out of 4a, it will remain 4a, and 4a times c will give us what? Minus 4ac. 4a square in 4a square is what? 1. 1 times b square will give me what? B square. So let's rearrange this part. So I will have x plus b over 2a all square equals what? B square minus 4ac over what? 4a square. So after that, the next thing you need to do is to what? Is to square root both sides, because all you are trying to do is to make x the surrogate of what? Formula. So if you square root both sides, you will have plus or minus square root of x plus b over 2a all square equals to plus or minus square root of what? B square minus 4ac over 4a square. All right, so this square will cancel this square root here, So I'll now be left with what? X plus b over 2a equals to, now the square root of 4 is what? 2. Square root of a square is what? E all over square root. It will not affect this b square because of this minus, so you are going to take the square root of everything up again. B square minus 4ac. All right, so now don't forget your plus or minus. So the next thing to do is to bring everything here to this side. So I'll be left with what? X equals to plus or minus square root of what? B square minus 4ac minus b over 2a. This one is also about 2a. So my x, so now your x is equals to, what's the LCM of these two? 2a. 2a in 2a will still give you 1, so it will give you everything up. So you still have everything here. B square minus 4ac minus b. All right, so our x will now finally be, let's rearrange it, that will now be what? Minus b plus or minus the square root of what? B square minus 4ac all over what? 2a. So this is what they call the quadratic formula, which is also known as the almighty formula. This is 2a here. This is also known as the almighty formula. So this is the process of deriving the quadratic equation using the completing the square method. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, and always share this video. Thank you.